Yelly say something about it too, or no?
Yeah.
He just said baseball players are very paranoid people. Like,
because of the Ragin' You thing or whatever. They got in a fight on Twitter about how he was sign stealing. Apparently, the Brewers got accused of it.
Lou now. That's the GM.
There's a piece of lint on my phone. It scared me. I thought it was a spider.
Lou now is the GM.
Yeah, they both got fired, and I think they mentioned something about Cora in the sign stealing. So, the MLB was going to investigate Cora when the Red Sox management and him agreed to split up.
So they were just like,
I think it was.
So they were just like, "Yo, you're gonna get accused of this. We're just gonna let you go." Basically,
I think Cora's still gonna get a worse punishment. Simply because...
What do you think he's going to get?
Do you think he'll manage again? I think he's a good manager.
Not this year, maybe not next year.
It would be the same thing
He'll
as
take a year off, and then he'll be back.
Yeah.
You think he'll manage again?
Oh, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but GMs and upper management have done a lot worse and still maintained jobs or gotten jobs at other points in their career later on.
Yeah, and it's kind of like Kareem Hunt and Antonio Brown, where no one would sign them until they knew their punishment. Like
Antonio Brown's still not signed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, he's done. I don't think
he should go into professional soccer. I'm just saying.
He's not going to go back in the NFL.
He's not Kareem Hunt. He didn't kick anyone.
Nobody's going to re-sign him because he's such a diva. Same thing with Des Bryant. Nobody's going to re-sign Des Bryant because he's a diva as well.
I don't know.
He also suffered a massive Achilles injury like 2 years ago.
Des Bryant did? Yeah, he did. Because he signed
last
with...
year.
I remember that because he signed with the Saints and then immediately tore his
first
Achilles.
First practice with the Saints, the very end of the practice, he tore his Achilles.
I kind of feel bad for Des Bryant, honestly. Even though he had that catch against the Packers.
Did you see that Mike McCarthy said it was a catch?
Mike McCarthy is full of shit.
He says it's a catch then, but not a catch now.
No, he said it was a catch now.
Oh, yeah, it was the opposite. Then. It wasn't a catch then, but now it is.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah.
The rules changed.
Yeah, I know, but the basement is haunted. That bag just fell out of nowhere. Okay, Brandon, you were going to say something?
But, I think, going back to the subject with the Cora and Hinch, I think that Hinch, with his 1 year and $5 million fine, I think that Cora's going to get something that's same thing, but more of an extent. I think it's going to be a bigger fine simply because he used it more years than Hinch ever did.
But that hasn't been proven yet.
It hasn't been proven yet, but all these reports are coming out saying that the Red Sox did do this.
Yeah.
So I think if it does come out that it was true, I think he's going to get the same stuff being taken off, but more.
Do you think baseball teams are going to change the way they sign?
Probably, because they don't want,
So teams can't steal?
Exactly. They would... So they're going to make them as...
How would they start signing?
They're going to make them super, super, involved so that people don't know.
The Astros... Well, the Red Sox supposedly use their signs because what they did was they go into the locker rooms. They have that instant replay booth right behind there. Supposedly, all they did was just walk in and say, "Yo, what up? What are these signs?" And then they know the signs, so then when they come back, they got the signs all dialed down and everything. I think that they're going to change that way and either move the instant replay booth somewhere else, or no players can get in, period.
Joey, what do you think? What do you think? Are they going to change how they sign, or what do you think they're going to do?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's been sign stealing going on for as long as baseball's been around, so I don't see them changing it anytime soon.
Do you think they're going to keep it the way it is?
It could be like football plays where they're like super long and intricate.
Or even like microphones, because I know in football nowadays, quarterback, it's in their helmet.
Yeah,
they don't do many signals on the sidelines anymore.
And along with the helmet too.
It's in high school. We'd have someone running the play from the sideline.
Oh yeah.
Well, they still do it right now.
Sometimes on defense
NFL,
they have them.
They can't get one team can't get a communication.
Yeah.
Their microphones don't work.
Yeah, that's the problem with those microphones, is that they short out and they don't work. because like they get a little bit wet and then they don't work. So
No, it happens rarely.
rarely, but it still happens.
I figured it had to do with like a wireless connection or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
normally it's just some little technical difficulties. Someone hasn't updated the headsets in like 20 years, so.
Okay, next topic. Who do you guys think career, like, in any facet of sports, basketball, NHL, NFL, MLB, who do you think's career was cut too short?
Barry Sanders, done.
I would say Bo Jackson.
Luke Kuechly.
Okay, how about the retirements, like, within the 2000s? Who do you think should, like...
Chris Borland.
Chris Borland?
Yeah.
Patrick Willis.
Luke Kuechly. You're really upset about Luke Kuechly retiring.
I'm very upset. Luke Kuechly is an amazing player.
Bro, he's had, like, what? 4 concussions? 5?
Three or 4
concussions in his career?
Yeah, he could have had more in college.
He could have more.
But recorded, yeah.
Dude's
In
gonna
8
be like...
seasons, he made 7 All-Pro teams.
Dude's gonna be, like, brain dead by the time he's 35.
I mean, I hope not.
I'm 19, okay? I hope not, too, but, like, when you've had that many concussions throughout your career, something's gonna happen to you. All right, why do you think Barry Sanders' career was cut too short?
Because he retired early.
Why?
How long did he play for?
I was going to say what Austin played. What was it?
How long did Barry Sanders play for?
8 years.
8 years?
He
He was a running back, though. They have a shorter lifespan in the NFL.
yeah,
Supposedly he left. Barry Sanders. He didn't confirm it, but he
left to...
he
no, that's Bo
agreed
Jackson.
to it, saying that he left because of the Lions organization was just not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Same with Calvin Johnson.
That it was just
I was actually at his last game in his career.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
against the Bears. Yep. January
Soldier
3rd,
Field.
2000 and
How'd he do?
I think it was 13 or something like that.
1 reception for 5
He actually he had a touchdown. I saw his last career touchdown.
but I think that Barry Sanders in 8 years,
But Jay Cutler did throw 3 interceptions that game.
but
Did the Lions win?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they did. Never mind. Okay, Brandon.
But Barry Sanders, I mean, you would put Barry Sanders in the top 5, right, as running backs of all time.
He's up there
he's
for
not
the
number
rushing
one.
leaders list, is he not?
But let's say he had an extra 4 or 5 years, he was on pace to beat Walter Payton's record
Walter Payton's
in 2 years. In 2 years, 1.5 seasons to be exact.
He retired due to injury, did he not?
Who?
Barry Sanders? Yeah, he had hip injury.
Because of the
I-
Lions organization.
Yeah, that's
It
what
was the Lions organization.
from my understanding, when it was happening, it had to do with the fact that he just didn't like football
He was injured.
Same as Gronk. kind of.
Yeah, he was injured his last year, but
And Pat McAfee.
he was going to come back. So, and then he basically he didn't like the Lions organization, so the way they were at. So,
And then back then, they didn't do many free agents. Like, you didn't really leave your team unless you were
Right.
cut.
Yeah.
yeah,
But, yeah, I think we all mutually agree that Barry Sanders' career was cut too short.
I mean he was 28.
And Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's career
Yeah,
was cut
Bo
too
Jackson was too.
short. No, he had hip injury, did he not? Someone had a hip
Dislocated
injury.
his hip.
Yeah, he had a hip injury. But
Same
I
as
will...
Tua.
Same as Tua. I do believe Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson was one of the best multi-sport athletes out there, along with, like, Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Prime time.
Prime time. All right. There's the bathroom over there. Okay. Next topic. Tony Romo's record deal for ESPN. Gonna make more than he did when he played.
He's a better announcer than he was quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a better announcer than anybody else.
I'd
Tony
I'd
Romo,
rather listen
Tony
to Tony
Romo is the
Romo.
best sports analyst.
I would rather listen to Tony Romo than Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Yeah, you know who you are. You guys suck.
Because Troy Aikman and Joe Buck listen to our podcast.
I'm calling you guys out.
Calling you guys out because you're always anti-Packer. I feel like all the, announcers are always anti-Packer,
not.
especially Booger.
Did you hear about all the crap Booger was saying? Like, oh, they would win more games if they just scored enough more points.
Right.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Is that how you win?
Booger, you need to get your shit together, man. Sorry, we're trying to keep it PG, but we failed. How do we feel about this signing, y'all? We think it's
well, what's the deal exactly?
it's
I don't think they've released the
10
amount
to
of
14 million,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Is that a year
Annually.
over X amount of years?
Multi-year $1 million
it's
deal. That would
10
pay
to
him-
14 million dollars annually. They haven't released
Yeah.
the length of the contract, but ESPN is trying to take him away from CBS.
because ESPN's announcers are trash.
Facts.
Facts. CBS
Write
has
that down, facts.
CBS,
I wonder if they're gonna
NBC, and I guess
After
Fox have
all
the
the-
best ones.
after all the heat Boogie McFarlane got. I wonder if they're gonna replace him.
They'll probably replace him with Tony.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? What did he get heat for?
Just everybody was just roasting him about
Yeah,
the.
it was like a whole meme thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
Was, it was the whole meme thing, and then he was making stupid remarks like what Joey just said. All
They would
season
only
long.
win if they scored more
He's
points.
just kind of being lazy about it, about
Yeah.
his analysis.
There's a difference.
I feel like
between,
he deserves to be more of an analyst behind the scenes. Like, give
Like
them
doing research and stuff.
doing research,
I don't
giving
know,
them.
dude, that's like intern stuff.
Yeah, but like he's a bad announcer. I hate to say it, but he's a bad announcer. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, so do you think it's a good sign that he did? Do you think it's a good thing that ESPN's trying to get him, or do you think he should stay with CBS?
Do you think it's like, is he worth that?
Is he worth that much? Yeah, as an announcer,
Well, I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know how much announcers are.
It is the
play-by-play.
highest contract.
it's the highest
it's
contract.
usually about $5 million, I would say, average.
Well, I think he's deserved it, even though his career's been pretty short.
He is.
That's another guy whose
He's like
Shut.
a fortune teller. He like calls plays before they happen.
Yeah, it's entertaining listening to him.
It's
call.
interesting that we haven't seen more former players trying to do that, especially like
Jason
quarterbacks.
Witten.
Well, there's a lot of.
Jason Witten.
There's
Oh my
a lot
god,
of.
Jason Witten. Jason Witten had to come out of retirement from football because he sucked at announcing so much.
Well,
I don't
there-
think he was bad at announcing or commentating. It was just he wanted to play again because the Cowboys were playing so bad and they needed help at the tight end position.
Yeah, they didn't really have a tight end after he retired.
Didn't they have like Antonio Gates or something?
No,
Antonio
Antonio
Gates
Gates retired with
Chargers.
Chargers, which is the next topic we're gonna eventually talk
Damn,
about.
like Tony Romo.
Yeah, but you were saying something.
I mean, there's a lot of. I'm gonna give respect where they do. I mean,
Look at all this white noise I have to cut out.
everybody else, every commentator, they have their negative thoughts. And obviously, there are some commentators that have bias stuff. You can tell. But they gotta
Especially
stay.
if they're former players.
Yeah, exactly. That's
They're
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
biased
So,
towards their team.
like, Aikman was a former one.
Troy
Now,
Boy.
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck, yep.
Wait, Joe Buck played in the NFL?
I don't
Yeah.
remember who he played for.
Cowboys. Was he no fullback?
yeah.
Or no, that was Moose. That's who I was thinking of.
But I mean, Boogie McFarlane was a former one. There's all these like former players out here that stays, and then obviously you have another guy who represents the company as an actual commentator, like Collinsworthless.
He's not a bad commentator. I like Alan Balco more than him, but Collinsworth isn't that bad.
Colin Worthless is down to that Boogie McFarlane.
He's not that low.
He is not that low, but he's there.
He's getting there. Now, here's a guy. All right, next topic. Antonio Gates retiring. Brandon, I know this one's a heartbreaker for you because you're a Chargers fan. How do you feel? What are your feelings right now?
not as heartbroken as the Chargers season.
Yeah, where they went 5-11.
Joe Buck did not play.
No?
By the way, I just found that. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say he commentates baseball now. Thinking of it, so he wouldn't
Yeah,
be.
that's his dad was a major broadcaster, and he filled in
But
for his dad.
Joey, how do you feel about Antonio retiring?
I don't think Joey knew he. had
Yeah,
retired
to be
until
honest, I
10
didn't know
minutes
he
ago.
retired. You know what? I woke up today and I went to work. And I came here.
But-
I didn't look on much.
he's basically the number 3
He's probably
rated tight end
he's the best.
Who
He's
would
probably
be your
one of
top
the.
three.
I was about to ask
all
that.
time.
Yes,
I would say
Mike Dick.
I'm going by-
there.
I'm going solely by stats.
I consider
would
him
say-
more of a linebacker than a tight end. Did he not play linebacker?
Mike Ditka?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
in
Dick
college.
Butkus.
Or Dick. That's Dick Butkus. Might
There
be.
you go.
Oh my
I would
goodness.
say Ditka is.
3.
I would put him at 2, maybe 3. He's very comparable stats to Antonio Gates.